I'm campaigning on getting more out of our health system, on delivering shorter waiting times, on reducing bureaucracy, and on backing our nurses and our doctors. Because Labor has put in more of your money and they haven't got the results, and that's what National's here to change. Ladies and gentlemen, this is no ordinary election campaign, because this election comes at a time when the global economy is in turmoil. At a time when we are concerned about what the future may contain. Unlike Labor, I'm not prepared to mislead the New Zealand public about the situation this country now finds itself in. I understand how tough times are for many of you already. I understand that the events we've been seeing on our news bulletins each night, the diving share markets, the bank bailouts, the collapsing firms, while seemingly far away, have and will continue to have real implications for many New Zealanders. I won't continue Helen Clark's business as usual farce. A national government will rise to these challenges. Now, we've been monitoring the build-up and problems in the financial markets over the past several months, and particularly in recent weeks, and the scale of intervention by other governments. We have kept in close contact with the Reserve Bank, and I'm satisfied that its current plans are sufficient at this stage to maintain confidence in the New Zealand financial system over the coming months. But should it become necessary, however, National is committed to working with the Reserve Bank to ensure financial stability. We will do what needs to be done to keep our financial system strong. But I'm also here to tell you something has to change. Because Labor doesn't have what it takes to get us through this one. They have ignored the evolving economic crisis, and they've done so at your peril. Getting through this storm will require astute and economically focused government. Labor simply isn't up to the task. They are fair weather economic managers. They certainly know how to spend your money and to play with a surplus. They know how to do that. But they don't know how to boost economic growth and get value for money. Now today, somewhere else in Auckland, don't know where, and actually don't care, they're launching a campaign for a re-election. They'll be talking about economic transformation and a whole list of buzzwords you've heard over the last 9 years. Well, you know what? Labor's actions speak louder than their slogans do. Because Labor's had 9 years of great global conditions. And why don't you ask yourself this? Do you really feel any better off? You've had 9 years without a tax cut. These are the people that took 25 days to put taxes up and 9 years and an election to get around to cutting one of them. You know, in that time, your interest rates have nearly doubled. Inflation has gone through the roof. Wage gap between Australia and New Zealand has continued to widen. And more of your friends, more of your family, more of your mates, they've left this country permanently. It is, my friends, a shocking record, and Helen Clark and Michael Cullen should be judged by it. Warren Buffett used to have a saying, you never know who's swimming naked till the tide goes out. Well, Labor's managed to disguise their loose economic management in the good times. I hate to tell you, but the tide's going out. Now, I know that's a horrible mental picture for you. So don't dwell on it for too long, will you? You're meant to be here having fun this afternoon. That's what we saw when Michael Cullen opened the books last week. What we saw was his news for struggling Kiwis. This is what he told you. In front is a decade of deficits. A decade of deficits. And what's he planning to change? Absolutely nothing. Zippo. Zero. No change and a decade of deficits. But I tell you what was worse than that. What was revealed in those documents last Monday was almost 60 fiscal risks, extra spending promises to add to the red ink that they haven't actually included in even those deficits. Shame, that's right. Well, I'm here to tell you that Michael Cullen's number has just come up. He signed his own valedictory and he's done it in red ink. Because the truth is, New Zealanders can't afford that fair weather finance minister any longer. They need a new one, and he's coming in 4 weeks, and his name's Bill English, and he's going to do a magnificent job. And I tell you what, when he gives you a tax cut, he'll smile, and he won't ask you to feel grateful when you receive it. See, only National will show the discipline and resolve needed to ensure that Kiwis can have financial security in the years ahead. Only National can make the most out of every taxpayer dollar. And only National can get New Zealand out of the red ink. Earlier this week, while Helen Clark was announcing another business-as-usual purchase of a $40 million estate for DOC, I released National's economic management plan. It's planned to bring discipline to government spending, to reduce red tape, to reduce personal taxes, to boost infrastructure and investment, and to raise education standards. It's a recovery plan to ensure our country and our families get through these tough times. Some say it has not done enough. Some say it's done too much. Some say we should have cancelled all tax cuts and battened down the hatches. Well, I've got a few points I'd like to make about it. First, let me be clear. National's tax reductions on April 1 next year will come exactly at the right time when this economy needs them, and they will be turning up.